gentlemen, and variations thereupon. Oh, Christ, where are we now? Semi-finals? Quarterfinals? Quarters.
Quarters and semis.
Quarters and
I've lost
semis,
internet.
depending on what sort of like
Yeah, and
the
Sam's
division
lost
you're
the
in. And
internet.
Sam's lost
Just
internet apparently, though we
reconnecting.
could hear him. Good luck, mate. Uh,
Okay, I'm back.
You back? Cool. Special
Good
goal.
timing.
Yes, we're the
Worked
same
well,
as the
that
quarters. Finally, Division 1 has actually kicked off. Division 1 is away. It got rolled in my presence by Ben about 3 hours ago. So whilst we're here, we did make some predictions last week on the Division 1 semis.
We did.
We did. We're going to go straight into them. Ewan, can you repeat what we said for Sam's benefit?
Yeah, so top. This first game is a universally understood away win.
Yeah, we're expecting Mr. Bowden to absolutely smash this.
Repeat. Well, no, we were expecting a repeat of the previous time these two teams met.
Yeah, the last final.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, they played in the league.
They played in the final.
They drew in the league and played in the final.
Oh, they did both.
Yeah. The last time it mattered.
Yeah, the last time it mattered was the final, and David won. So, your thoughts, Sam?
Yeah, can't disagree with that. It's got Dave all over it.
It does have Dave written all over it. I mean, it's a smash. It's gonna be a cracking little game that is, and I can't actually wait to actually see it. And then the other one was a Croc Rocking Beats versus Kill It and Grill It. If memory serves, did we go Lizards on this?
Me and the no, we've got it the wrong way around, but we're of the opinion that the Skaven will win it.
Oh no, Skaven did. Wait, oh dear.
And Emily's of the opinion that the Lizards will win it.
Okay.
Because I've got the fixture the wrong way round, you see. So.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking Skaven. I think it's a tough matchup for the Skaven that this coach has shown. He knows what he's doing with this team.
Yeah, and that Lizard team is annihilated.
Yeah, I mean he's got the Saurai back. He's only going to be missing one, right? MNG.
Yeah, but
they don't have core skills.
Yeah, but looking at what he's not really getting inducement because the Skaven are also low. So there's no like taking Silly Billy to fill that gap.
Yeah.
And a missing Saurus is a big gap.
Yeah, and the missing like movement 10 skink, the one-turn machine.
Yeah, it's not a good position to be in as a lizard.
No, are you going to stick with the lizard choice or?
Huh? What?
Wait, Sam. I mean, Sam. No, Skaven. It's been a long day. So no, stick with the Skaven choice.
That's what it is, isn't it? So that's what we're expecting, guys.
Yeah.
Should we move on to where actual stuff's happened?
It's the Woden spoon note.
Yeah, stuff's happened in there. I don't know whether any of it makes sense, but it has happened.
It's happened. Right, schedule. There we go. So these are the final results.
So the first game, we all called for Emily. Emily won.
Correct. Pretty fucking simple on that one.
Yeah. Second game, you had a home win from yourself, so that was a dwarf win, and an away win from myself and Emily. Well, turns out we were right.
Correct, you were.
We didn't have Graham losing though.
We did not. Graham losing.
Emily was like, Emily called it.
Yeah, Graham losing was a little bit of a surprise, but then again, we're looking to Nurgle teams versus dwarf teams. I guess the claw sort of, clawed out.
It's just a sticky, horrible game.
No, actually no. That being said, 8 armor breaks by the dwarves, only 4 by the Nurgle, and he won.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened? Graham, answers on a postcard, please.
The Nurgle coach played some interesting moves that paid off. But his offense was really good.
Nah, okay, fair enough. Trying to think anything like sort of glaringly obvious in the stats.
I mean, you see 4 pickups. It was rolling around.
Ah, right, one of them was it. Yeah. Okay. I guess it was like,
3 failed pickups from the Dwarves.
ooh.
Sam has already played at this point.
Sam had already played at this point. The Loonies went 1-0 against the Office
We had
Politics.
we had a home win. We had a home win down
Yeah,
for this.
we had this down. Sorry, Connor, you tried. I
mean,
had
he
I
couldn't
had
pick
my
up the
hopes for
ball.
you. Yeah, yeah. In fairness,
I
I
don't
watched
think we
this
can
game.
really blame him.
No,
Uh,
he had this in my game, and then but ours was worse.
Yeah, so
worse,
it
but
just look at those top
that's
two
just
stats right there.
awful.
What is
That
that
is just
nonsense? That was like a
dreadful.
combination of picking up the ball, failing to pick it up, and then it's scattering to his players as well. Literally, it's in one particular situation, he picked up the ball in the cage, it bounced off the central player into the corner player, it bounced off him onto another corner player that was outside the cage, and then bounced off him towards the enemy.
Yeah.
It was like it was dumb. It was ridiculous. Like, Connor, you have my condolences for that game. I'm not gonna lie, that was wounding. So that's what it ended up as. It was a rude game for him.
There was some bad stats in there.
There was some bad stats in there. Auction greenskins, bloody cleats. You in? Explain yourself.
Mighty blow, man.
That's just it.
24 armor breaks.
What happened?
24.
What happened was like the first half was like fine, it played out well. First, turn 9, double one on the kickoff event, so free bribe, and then Sam proceeded to injure 3 players on turn 1, on turn 9. So then had complete control of the game, and then just proceeded to wipe out the rest of them by stamping with a goblin.
That'll do it.
Because I had no way to stop him because I was so far behind at that point. And then come at extra time, I got the drive, but I just had so few players, I just couldn't fight back.
Yeah, 66 blocks
he was just
succeeded.
removing.
66 blocks succeeded, 5 KOs inflicted, 5 injuries inflicted.
So now that doesn't talk about the ones that he injured with fouls.
Yeah, that's one stat. That's the
made
one
a
stat
lot
that
of
this
fouls.
game doesn't give you. It does not tell you injuries caused by fouls.
So he's got 10 removals there. Well, he did at least 5 with fouls.
To be fair,
And
your armor only holding 51% of the time.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's right. Considering the most armor 8, aren't you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And the injuries as well.
And the injuries as well.
It just brutal. Like the team's wrecked.
Yeah.
I've got like a movement down. I've got it's not like dead, but it's got a niggle. It's got a movement down, armor down.
Dirty player Gobbo, according to Morts.
It was a very dirty. He was a very dirty player. I took the bribe. First half went as expected. Got a couple of removals with stamping, but yeah, that second half, just that first turn, just went. You're screwed. And you can't come back from that. You can't.
No, absolutely not.
The momentum goes against you, and then you don't get the stroke of luck. Like as well, everything he rolled was succeeding. Didn't use a re-roll. Everything I rolled failed. So it's like I double skulled twice, burning re-rolls. Like you put yourself in the position, but you can't. If you get the bad dice, you can't do anything about it.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Although we do have Mr. Shaw in the chat right now saying he got out cashed first half.
Yeah, he did. In the first half, I got 2 cash, he got 1.
Okay, and then the second half just went the opposite.
He got
Not quite
11 cash, and I got none.
Oh dear. But no.
Yeah, it was fair. Like the first half was really pushing shove. It's expected, but the second half just brutal. He just stomped me into the ground, and then I had the crazy play but in the first half of overtime, but it just wasn't going to happen. So.
No, that's fair enough. And it's unfortunate that it goes that way sometimes. Cat names for sale.
It goes that way every time.
Yeah. Cat names for sale.
This game
was
mental.
This
did
was
you watch
absolute.
This game?
I did watch this game.
Insanity.
This game gave me a fucking aneurysm.
I've been informed. This is vital information. I've been informed. This was Drunk Bowl.
Oh, right.
Drunk Bowl, that would explain it.
That would explain it.
It was fast and loose. Let's put it that way.
It's there are hookers in Amsterdam that are faster and looser than this. This is not by far though.
That are more put together and
yeah.
Yeah.
Titan? No, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah,
But
Titan.
I think just move on from this
yeah,
whole
yeah,
debate,
yeah.
please.
Yeah.
analogy out the window.
This analogy is going to bed.
Yeah, hey. But no, this was like mental. This game was just daft.
It was a brilliant watch. It's well worth if you want to watch
Yeah, if
something,
you want to go back and
watch this
watch it,
stream back
by
because it
all
was
means,
hilarious.
this was hilarious. It was like if you saw the stream, it's like, did I stream it or did Emily stream it? I can't remember which one.
I think Emily streamed it, but she did it. We did it in a different channel.
Yeah, we did it like actual commentators.
You with Graham just
I was
laid.
watching us like just listen to us implode. Like, what the fuck is happening? It was
Sorry guys, it was brutal, but it was really fun to watch.
It was a really fun to watch game. It was hilarious to watch. 13-hour breaks to 16 by Warpstone. I mean, it was just like lots of smacking. I mean, like, and then like the I think it was just dumb. It was like insane. I mean, there's no two ways to describe it. I mean, like,
brilliant.
I mean, armor was holding 52% armor success for the Dark Elves is bad enough.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. The armor for at Warpstone Atletico was 65, which is a bit better, but even then,
It's ridiculous.
Hail Mary pass succeeded once.
That Hail Mary pass was brilliant.
That Hail Mary pass was brilliant.
He
You're
did
right.
it from the edge
It's
at the
in-
back corner of the pitch.
It's literally in it's in a Dizzy Best's like Dice of the Week clip. I think it's towards the end. It's literally Hail Mary pass, had Dukin down the field, literally lands one square away from the corner, then bounces into the corner just perfectly. It was a thing of beauty, but it didn't amount to anything. But it was a thing of beauty. That
It was a
was
good game.
that was a hilarious game.
Then lastly, Sam took apart some rats as expected. Really.
14 armor breaks to 12, 2 touchdowns to 1. Not often you see Amazons beat it out against some Skaven, but it was good. Sorry, according to Dizzy Best, sorry, the last game was most of the dice of the week. This week.
Yes,
that's
it was.
That's how
Makes
mental it was.
Yeah, that was pretty mental. Very good fun. Very good fun.
It was a crack. It was a
But
crack.
this one, I mean, to be fair, Amazon should, Amazons can get the fight on.
Yes, Amazons can definitely get the fight on. They've got this. It's weird. Amazons are like this sort of weird enigma. It's like, yes, they're out the AG3, but they've got dodge, so it kind of sort of makes them AG4.
You look at them, and you think that's a really like agi-based dodgy team. Actually, they're just fucking brutal.
What happens to their armor? What the fuck? Armor 6 successes, 13 failures, injuries. They got brutalized in that game. Casualty, Jesus.
I mean, yeah, looking at these dice, it looks like he got really unlucky, but still managed to win.
But still
2-1.
managed to win. Well played, Sam. Fucking Nora. Yeah, he couldn't take a hit, and then the rats did summarily the opposite. By the look of it, they were actually a decent day apart from the casualty roll. It looks like it was a casualty-heavy game. I mean, no deaths, but still, a bit sort of rude for the. Sam paid for the win. Oh, Raticate the Storm and he gets level up. He's got no level up. Shame.
Because he's probably. Well, why are you shaming him? He's out. He don't care.
Shame.
He went off to
Shame.
Ewan. No, there's no.
Ewan.
No shame.
Ewan. Solidarity.
Do
Shame.
your levels, guys. Come on.
Nah. Binning the team off.
But you wouldn't bin it if they got a double and got claw.
You don't know.
Oh God.
No. Anyway, well, it's quite a very quick whistle stop. We've done that in 15 minutes.
Well, it's not what to do, man. It's not like we've got 5 divisions of games, is it?
Oh no! I've got press the wrong fucking thing. Back
You're
it up.
good at this.
Are you trying to lay it out now, aren't you?
But the problem is now we've got even less to do because apparently some people get impatient and play the games.
Well, I mean, we can have a discussion because,
we
like,
can have a discussion.
Say, like, I would have actually called this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly,
hard for
right.
Emily, but elves beat undead when they're doing elf shit.
like I can attest. Like after watching this game, it was Emily. Listen, love you to bits, but it was one. it was one quite large, massive mistake that fucked it
What
for her.
happened?
And it's all your fault.
It was her turn 16. There's quite an easy like the strength. I think she has a strength up somewhere. Which one is it? That's the one. Yeah, and Anthony the White had a easy 2 die on a guy to push him out of the way, and the Gaul would have run through the gap and scored a touchdown. However, Emily didn't see it. She said blitz with the ball carrier against the guy that was like causing a screen. Had to use a re-roll, I must explain, and it was a quad both down skull, both had block. And then she failed.
1 in 9.
And then she failed the double dodge. It was heartbreaking to see it happen. And then, as a result of that, Ben picked up the ball and did the elf thing.
Did elf bollocks?
Elf bollocks, literally. Elf bollocks in a fucking blizzard. Elf bollocks in the blizzard. Hand off, run down, short pass, catch, run to the other end zone.
Leave. Yeah, fair enough.
It was heartbreaking to watch. It's on Emily's stream somewhere, and I'm pretty sure it's clips. I made a clip. I don't know if it caught the whole thing,
Yeah.
but it was. It's when it happened. I felt my heart sink. A
One of
little bit.
them.
Well,
Yeah.
no one happy for Ben.
Oh no, it's
Wasn't it?
no, it's yeah. It's by rights, as far as I'm concerned. If Emily didn't make that mistake, it would have been 2-1 to Emily. But c'est la vie. So yeah, Captain Burns' easy treaters do go through to the semis. And then the other one, which I was just watching, before we came live here, Cat Names for Sale and Rainbow Crows.
Rainbow Crows.
Yeah, it
1-0.
was. It was 1-0 to 1-0 to Cat Names. It was an unfortunate situation for Sam. He got sort of boxed in, and if memory serves, it was he just. I think I can't remember who put his player in a bad position, but it just got hit, and then the ball popped out, and then elves again did elf things. Prevented the.
He said for actually 4, isn't there?
Yeah, of course.
It's that easy mode for it, isn't it? Easy mode.
Yeah, easy
You
mode.
can't
Yeah,
lose,
yeah.
can you?
Yeah, shut up. But it was a rough game in terms of like how many good games Sam has had. It was actually quite a. It is. Sam hasn't had many rough games, and this was his one.
That was
And it
a
was
rough game,
against-
was it?
It was just like the timing.
It's when
of
it
the
matters,
dice.
but it's always what happens, man. It's like, as I say, I've found like the first game of playoffs is a rough game for me. It always goes badly.
Yeah, I didn't catch the last few turns. I don't remember seeing a death. Was that like at the last turn? I feel like I need my chat to confirm.
Was it just a scrub? Was it like a scrub journey?
I don't know. It's like I'm pretty sure it was it was pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was
Oh, Lyman died early on.
Lyman died early.
No.
Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry. I only enjoyed the game about turn 6 or 7, so I must have missed it. Tough defense first half from Mort's, got some removal second half. I think that's what sort of did it. There was a lot of KOs coming from the Dark Elves on the Amazons. The Amazons Armor 7 finally failed a good chunk of the time. Lots of stuns, lots of KOs. So it was what it was. I mean, 50 blocks to 57. Okay, that's the big difference. Look, 50 blocks exceeded by the Dark Elves,
Yeah,
4
there's
KOs,
a
3 injuries, compared to
Big
57.
removal difference.
Yeah, 57 by the Amazons to 1 KO, 1 injury, 1 kill. Fair enough, the
you got some
kill was
power.
nice, but it's like the injuries and the KOs are the big difference. That's what did it. When you're down men against elves, no matter what variation of elves they are, it does not go well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Elves with a numerical advantage are
Just
the
a
pain in the ass.
pain in the dickhole. I'm not gonna lie, I said it on stream before. I don't give a fuck. But now we go into the games that have not been played. Sinister Pulse versus
DGAF, eh?
yeah, I don't give a fuck. Sinister Pulse versus a typical night out. That
Sammy
is
gonna
going
win?
to be this is gonna be a fucking bloodbath.
I
This-
think if the game against the Skaven was a game I should lose as Chaos Dwarves, this is a game I should win.
So you're
Yeah.
gonna lose this, are you?
I mean, he's a really good coach. I wouldn't be surprised. I've got one claw. He's got one claw, but his claw doesn't have block. I'm hoping that might make the difference. But his claw does have
Ooh.
strength 4.
Ooh.
And high movement.
Well, it's the warrior, so they got the same, haven't they? 4 movement.
Is it 4 or 5?
I'll find out. Hang on. You know what? For this, we'll dive into the teams. Let's go into Sinister Plus first, who have not done the level up. Shame.
This one can do the level up. This one can.
Shame. Shame.
Yeah, no, they are 4.
The warrior's got a double, and he's giving it claw.
Oh right,
He's already
okay.
announced.
Okay, he just hasn't done it yet. It's going to be claw.
Oh, I mean, would you take? I mean, mutations are normal, but what double would you?
Oh, yeah.
take
Then
on
he
a
got a
warrior?
normal. He got a normal. Then sorry, he got whatever would give him claw.
Either way, no matter what it does, is getting claw.
You get claw.
He's playing the long game. He wants to bring this team back next season. Makes
he wants
sense.
to turn it into Damo's team.
Yeah, he'd be Demo 2 Electric Boogaloo. This is
Movement down beast though.
yeah. It's been another for God knows how long. It doesn't really matter. It's got guard. It doesn't really need to go anywhere. Let's be honest.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, he's only got the two guard.
He's got a strength advantage.
But I think it's the adjunct Pestigore that could cause the problems.
Yeah.
And that could, if anything's going to make the difference, it'll be that, or he gets some removals, and I can't
Yeah.
protect the hobgoblins.
Yeah. Let's have a look at your team.
He's going to be getting inducements, maybe even a wizard.
Possibly.
1530, and he was what 1290.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You got a dirty player. You got 3 guard, 2 mighty blow, 1 with claw. That claw mighty blow block nasty.
That is grim for anyone that comes against it.
Yeah,
That
this
is-
game is all about keeping him safe.
Yeah,
He is-
he's
he is-
doing a lot of work.
Mate is really important that he, is protected in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to chat chat shit. You need to stand in front of him. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah, it comes down to can you keep your team together. If he can sort of break your line a bit, he can go through you. But yeah, you should on paper win that.
Yeah, I agree. It's like
You want to be in a fight with him, and he's not at the point yet where he's murder fighty teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got the in terms of how your team is built, yours is it's more meta, but it's also a lot more like I want to say stable, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, this is
compared
the
to-
thing. So you said he's got the strength advantage, but the guard should offset that.
Yeah, you're gonna try and offset that.
Yeah.
He's still got a strength advantage, even with the guard.
but not by much.
Because I've also got the centaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tight, but in a fight, I'd expect Chaos Dwarves to come out on top.
Yeah. I reckon you've got this. Do you reckon you've got this?
I should do, but
Yeah,
then
you got to
Jack
back
should have won.
yourself, man.
No, I'm not, because Jack should have won the last game and he didn't. So on that logic,
Give it his
I think the
Jack.
Nurgle would win.
All right.
All right, make a note of the log.
You heard it here first. Heard it here first. Sam's gonna lose. Good job
Next,
this isn't betting.
yeah,
Sam's
exactly.
already lost, so let's carry on the trend.
And then shall we look at
so Dave versus Sam.
Dave versus other Sam? Yeah. So like a throat loonies, let's have a gander. Other page. There.
Left.
There you go. Right. Oz, the
Donkey.
sidestepping blodging werewolf. Remus Lupin, the
Bloodstepper Warwolf and a pylon Mighty Blow.
yeah,
Claw.
that's yeah, they're a nice decent goal. I like the blodging white as well. This hasn't this from the last game. This hasn't changed.
No,
It's nothing.
it's still nasty
changed.
though.
It's still a nasty fucking team. And then they're against
Orkshire Greenskins. So 1470. Sam is 1570.
correct.
But he's carrying a lot. He's carrying a lot of cash.
Yeah.
Yes, he's carrying a lot of money. He needs to spend some of that. It's what 70k? Yeah, that's a fair bit of whack.
No, expect this to go. Come down to it's going to come down to who can win the fight. You'd expect Necro to be able to play the ball better, but their fight is still slightly worse.
Yes.
Unless he can deploy that claw effectively.
Yeah, that claw could be the big difference maker.
But Joe Elliott could just eat through. If Joe Elliott gets hold of a ghoul, dead.
Oh yeah, he's gone. He's absolutely gone.
I think the other thing is that Dave's got 2 claw, but they both have frenzy, so it does make it massively risky using them.
Yeah, especially when one of them has the one that's got Mighty Blow, which is the one that you're going to want to be punching shit with, doesn't have block.
Yeah,
you know,
that's very true.
I would not want to bet against the Orcs in this situation. I think having played them, knowing Sam well enough to know that he will know precisely how to deploy his death line, it's gonna come down to that. Now, if he doesn't get the dice to get the hits in, the Necro team can outmove him. But I don't think the dice are good.
Okay, Sam.
Yep, Orcs.
Cool, nice elaboration. Honestly,
when's it scheduled? Let me check.
I'm torn. I'm like one hit wonder Natalie in Brugger area. I'm torn.
Do you know that
you were a little late?
When it comes down to okay, we've got some smack talk in the chat. Hang on. So we got we've got Sam saying it comes down to the wolves. I can control them or they run riot, and then we've got Dave saying it's 8. Oh, 8. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think. I think Dave has got this.
That's fair enough, man.
Someone's got to go for him. Poor guy.
I know, right?
Yeah. It's a tight game, but
it's a tight game.
I think that house could be out this round completely.
Yeah.
We've already lost half of it.
Yeah, I reckon Dave has got this because he's played very well with this team. Very well. He's done and yeah, Sam's done well, but I think he's got that little bit of speed advantage, the tiny bit of speed advantage against how much tackles the Orcs got?
He's got tackle on a Mighty Blow piling on piece.
That's it.
But just the one.
Yeah, but just the one.
If the wolves and the ghouls can leave, then the wolves and the ghouls will leave.
Yes. So, logic.
Yes. But yeah, that's it, I guess.
My money, looking at it now as well, knowing what has gone down. So, like, our predictions, we've got things wrong. Like, we've called winners. Looking at it now as it stands, who do you think, who do you think's got in with a shot with this?
What's to win the whole thing?
Who do you think's going to win the whole thing? I know we talked about it last time, but I think it's a big one because like we've only got 2 games left to play and then it's semis. It's really getting to the business end.
Yeah. Well, what we've got, what we see right here is we've got going into the semis. We've got the commish, with a very, very fragile
Elf
team. Very fragile team.
But I would say a good two teams to play against is Wood Elf.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know.
I'd be licking my lips.
Oh my.
To be fair, it's a favourable draw for Ben's playstyle to play against yourself or the Nurgle, because it is what elves naturally beat.
He already whooped me 3-0.
Exactly.
Oh, 3-1, sorry, but it was basically 3-0.
Right, hang
But
on.
that's it. It's that kind of natural. It's that natural thing. So agility should beat Bash.
Should.
That makes sense. Bash should beat sort of versatile, and versatile should beat agi. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like
Yes.
you're looking at your
That's
versatile
the rock, paper,
team.
scissors, yeah.
Yeah, like your like human teams, your sort of Norse teams that can sort of take on two kind of things. They can go fighty or they can go fruity. Generally, we will beat a team that can go fruity, but lose to a team that will fight them. Whereas a team that is fruity, does fruity well, will generally beat a team that does fighty well. That makes sense?
Yeah. What I've done is I'm gonna put it. It's on the stream. It's on my like Twitch stream now. I've got the actual bracket up there. So
Yeah.
the easy trees is they've beaten demons. They're through. So they're against either Sinister Post or Typical Night Out.
See, I'd favour them in both of those in that game.
Yeah.
But either way,
Absolutely.
okay, fair enough. And then we've got the cat names have beat the crows, so they're going either against the greenskins or the loonies.
So now I'd expect the loonies to smash the dark elves.
Yeah.
But I think the orcs will struggle with them.
So okay, yeah, that makes sense. So you, in terms of like an actual final, we're probably expecting an orc Wood Elf final.
No, I think Wood Elf, Dark Elf.
Wood Elf, Dark
Yeah,
Elf.
I'm thinking Wood Elf, Dark Elf is a fair shout. So if Dave can beat the orc, Dave should get to the final. But I'd expect the orcs to win and lose to the Dark Elves.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think as well.
Fair enough.
And then between the two of them,
Dark Elves.
Dark Elves,
I feel the need to remind you that Cat Names for Sale, Matt, he has twice in a row won the award for the most unpredictable team because you always think he's going to lose. 11% of his results right.
Fair play, fair play. I forgot we got the statistics.
So he's gonna. We don't know what the fuck he's gonna do.
Right, according to my chat, he seems very happy with that estimation. Cat Names has a lot of armor 6. That is true. They've had a lot of like armor busts.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter when you're playing against Wood Elves because they've got a lot of armor shit as well.
No, but he's saying he thinks he can beat him up.
Well,
In a straight up fight, he should kick his ass. The difference between armor 8
6 died.
is the difference between armor 8 general versus armor 7 general is massive.
Okay. Well, anyway, that is literally it.
So Cat Names for Sale, champions.
Champions. Oof. I'm gonna say.
That's the call. That's the call, man.
Ooh, we're gonna call. Honestly, I'm gonna say, controversial it's gonna be. I reckon the commission's got this.
Oh, it's the commission season. We'll have to talk about him hacking.
Yeah. Sam?
Well, I was going to say Cat Names for Sale, but you've said it, so
You can totally agree with me. It's fine.
It's boring. I'm going to win it.
Oh!
Yes!
Yes!
Good man.
Good lad, sir. Well, that is all we have for tonight.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. It's I mean, like, what, a fucking 35-minute show? It's, like, unheard of for us.
Well, there's a lot less games.
There's a lot less games. There's a lot
Not going
less
to take
games.
long next week, is it?
No, it's just like,
It's gonna be like,
50 minutes would have done.
Ben's going to win.
Yeah, Fuck it. But thank you everyone for watching and joining us. Like and subscribe if you watch us on YouTube, I guess. Follow me on Twitch if you're not.
Twitch. Follow me on Twitter. He will be like, I don't do anything here.
Literally, the only things go to my Twitter are like the links to this stream. That's about it. But if for those who want us like covering anything else, I might actually be. How long's the Woden Spoon got left?
So the Woden Spoon's going into week 2 this week, and then we'll go into week 3 next week. At which point there will be 2 teams that finish top of it. It is a Swiss, and they will play off in a final for the Woden Spoon, which I do believe Jack has made.
Excellent. You know what? Shall we cover the Woden Spoon next week just to pad a bit more out?
Yeah, we'll have a chat about it, man. Because
we'll have a chat about Woden Spoon.
It's fun, and I think we are going to do another. It seems to be going well, so I think me and Dave are gonna have a chat about what we do with another one.
Okay.
For everybody, so like the teams that are in this one can go into the new one.
Yep.
Can carry forward, and we would really encourage you to do this because the idea is that your team is completely and utterly murdered.
Yep.
And then some new teams for everybody to join in because it has looked like a lot of fun, the games that I've watched.
Yep. Yeah, I haven't seen any games yet. I took this small tournament off.
Hiatus.
A small hiatus. I've been ordered to make my bed apparently. Honestly, apparently it was made, but then I just chucked stuff on it and it looks really unmade.
He's single. He's single, guys. He's
yeah,
single.
fucking I don't give a fuck.
Come on, iron your bed.
Upside down.
I'm not ironing this shit, Jesus.
You just curl yourself round the pile of shite.
Exactly. What's wrong with that?
You cry. Yeah. You wake up with a kebab in the hand.
Take a swig of the whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in this case, in particular, I've been drinking tonight. Let's read this again. It is a coconut and coffee porter.
Ooh, nice.
It sounds. It is absolutely fucking delicious. Anyway, we should carry on. You know what I'm gonna do? Nani? Someone should play the nani sound. I don't know why. I'm gonna end my recording right here. So it's goodbye from me and it's goodbye from these two.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from him.
Yes, exactly. And we'll see you next time. Have a good evening.